The other day I was working with somebody and I could hear four timpani notes. And then the start, the continuation of the beginning of the Beethoven violin concerto. And I can hear that in my head. And why is it there? It's there to help me to heal. It's there to help me to matrophilia. But it's helping me to know Beethoven's soul. It's not the music as such. It's the man behind the music. And that's what I'm hearing. I hear Beethoven, Brahms, so many of them, and I hear their souls. I think I do. I delude myself that I do. And if I do, as it were, hear Beethoven's soul or know his soul, something like that, then that's what's helping me with the person, to know his soul. It's not the tune, it's not the pulsation, it's nothing to do with that. It's saying, here is Beethoven, can you feel his soul? Then you can feel that person's soul, then you can help him to. So Beethoven, I seek Beethoven's soul to help me seek that person's soul, to help him seek his soul, and that's it. Obviously, enlightened medicine, enlightened psychiatry, and the lights are getting dimmer all the time, but in enlightened medicine, enlightened psychiatry must involve a study of human nature. It can't just be a study of the biochemistry or the whatever. It's got to be a study of the human nature, of the totality of that person, of human nature. And hence, Beethoven, Brahms, Raphael, Michelangelo, all of them have to be in the continuing medical education program. How the bloody hell? Okay. Yeah, well, they teach you how to use more Prozac or something. How the bloody hell can you really help somebody if you don't know Beethoven? I just use him as so convenient. If you don't know Michelangelo, if you don't know this one, all these hundreds and hundreds of enlightened, so enlightened, humane people, if we don't know them, we don't understand human nature. And then you can't help that person there who is human and has a nature. The other day, the doctor asked me if I could really help him to teach him my work. And I felt like saying, look, you're 40. I keep using Beethoven, but you don't know Beethoven. You don't know Namdev. You don't know Ramakrishna. You don't know Euripides. Where do we start? I don't know. This is so. How can we talk if they don't know Kurosawa, Lafcadio Hearn? We could go on and on. R.H. Blythe, Arthur Wade. We can just go on and Burton Watson and Donald. We can go on and on. So many. But if we don't know something about them, because these are like almost the what's the word? The signposts. That's not quite the word. The monuments of human nature. And if we don't know them, how the hell can we understand this person? I don't know how you could really work with someone. The other day with this man, we're trying to say, well, look, you've got to you've got to somehow not just have read the Iliad, which he said he did at school. He doesn't even know what it, remember it doesn't. But you just got to know it. There's something inside. I've had this wonderful experience with just reading out this incredible passage where Hector is going to battle against Achilles and knows he's going to die. And Andromache, his wife, is with their little child, and there is his helmet. There's this magic helmet. And it's a passage of such incredible intimacy and poignancy of, in that sense, high drama. You just have to have experienced the Iliad. You've got to experience at least some Kurosawa, and so there's just so much. This is human nature writ large by people who knew how to write. How can you understand human nature without knowing Antigone and so on and Su Dongpo and not all of them, no, but to realize there's all of this. It's not just Prozac, it's all of this. It's all of this. And in a way, that's what the early psychoanalysts were, to quite a degree. And that's what made them so special to me in the whole, with a few exceptions, in the whole history of medicine. That they were big, and they looked at mythology, and they looked at etymology, they looked at this, they looked at that. They looked, to a large extent, right across. They wrote books on, Edgar Allan Poe, on the nightmare, on all incredible stuff, and where is it now? And to me, a person is bringing all of his nature as an instance of all of human nature. And it's my duty, whatever I'm doing, to help him in whatever way, to understand as much of all of human nature I can, to then understand him. And I don't know how, if you don't know, I don't mean know, if you don't know with a capital K, if the, I don't know, Beethoven Ninth, if the, whatever it may be, the Brahms Deutsche Requiem. I'm not saying as individual works, I'm not trying to do that, but if you don't have a feeling for all that inside you, I don't know what you do. It seems to me you're lost. So I want to say to this man, well, I can teach you stuff, but what I really want to do is to help you sit down. Just listen to this music. Read this poem. Let's talk about the Iliad. Let's get excited enough for you to read it. Let's get you excited enough to go through, as we have, 6, 8 different translations into English of it, and feel the difference. And it's just so much. Not all of, no one can do it all, but just to have a feeling of the breadth of what the geniuses on our earth have created in the last few thousand years. It's just so much, and that's the thrill of it all, I just got a letter today. A woman who's a medical doctor who's starting to study applied kinesiology, and her daughter is a senior at Vassar in classics. Oh, how wonderful! But they said, well, she's a senior in music there. Fine, also, but something that really. But then you've got to go from the classics into everything else. Like I said to this man, okay, so you read the Iliad, but then you've got to go and look at ancient Chinese philosophy and Japanese here and this and that. Not all of it. I don't mean, but this is what. Let me give you a year of stuff like this to look at, read, listen to, and we talk about that, and see if you can take it inside and realize that it is all your human nature. Beethoven is your human nature, and Brahms and Picasso and all of it. It's because it's all, human nature is like one with myriad bits in a way, you know? And that's what makes it all so exciting. And that's why I think it's perfectly, well, I was in final year school at Sydney Grammar. We had free reading period, about 30 of us, and then have a guy up there to teach you to make sure you didn't throw spitballs or some stupid thing. And I'm in trouble because I'm reading Hemingway. But it's free reading, yes, but you're not free to read whatever you want to read. It's a free time to read what we want you to read, you know. But it's all, it's all there. And that's the excitement of life. I mean, it's just, that's it, you know.